Is there anything the matter, Sir John?
Avatar.
Hey, are you the son of Raja Bahadur Singh?
Yes?
I am Romeo, KPW Iyengar. I read about your father in the newspapers. Very shocking. How is he?
He was just lucky.
Yes, very fortunate.
You know my father?
I have never met him. But we have followed each other's careers, you might say. Have you met Sir John? Ah, a great man. Almost a legend in his own time.
Yes, my father thinks so too.
Married.
Oh, I'm sorry. I'm very sorry.
That's all right. Please, up to you. Thank you.
Nagamina.
It's paradise.
Where is St. Dismas?
Somewhere in the Indian Ocean. You know, it's so small that it's not even on the map. And no telephone, no radio, no telegraph, not even television.
It's like the Garden of Eden.
Yes, and the only house on the island is the house of Sir John. Look there.
But...
Hey there, Romeo.
Oh!
This is Countess Rasmussen.
Here I come, my tender kebab. Olé! Introduce me to your virile friend,
My
Romeo.
name is Bahadur Singh Jr.
If you are your father's true son, I'm sure you'll get beyond this, my dear Singh.
Is it too much to hope, dear lady? Hello. My name is Bahadur Singh Jr. Do you like antiques? It looks quite expensive. Who are you? You mean, where did I learn sign language? Because I like dumb girls. There isn't much talk.
Ravioli! Oh, don't take my hand. Give me your body. Oh. What happened?
Excuse my awkwardness, dear Countess. An accident has partially deprived me of the use of my right leg.
Oh, poor baby.
However,
Oh?
no vital organs have been affected.
Bravo!
Good evening. I am Sheila Enders, Sir John's friend and hostess. Sir John deeply regrets that he will not be able to join us for dinner due to illness. But he has asked me to make sure that his illness does not in any way dampen his hospitality.
It would be remiss of me not to introduce you formally to one another. Countess Rasmussen, I think you're all familiar with.
Thank you, Sir John.
Her activities include being a star trapeze artist, and also, you'll remember the Van Gogh episode a few years ago. Mr. Romeo K.P.W. Ayanga of Ceylon is too modest. I shall call you Romeo.
Oh, please, I should cherish your gesture of intimacy.
He has a formidable list of credits, not the least of which is the Bank of Singapore. Hurry up.
That was your caper,
A thing of no importance.
but a thing of considerable weight.
I bet Colonel Columbus that he wouldn't steal Catherine the Great's famous emeralds. Months later, the collection disappeared, and there arrived here an emerald worth far more than the £1,000 he won from me. And I've given the jewel a very beautiful setting.
The setting is more beautiful than the gem.
Dr. Bukhari spends much time in godly missions.
I go where I'm called.
Right, sir. And you were called recently to a religious conference in Jerusalem, were you not? As a representative of Islam, was it?
Humanism, Sir John.
Yes, in any event. He arrived in Jerusalem with the scriptures under his arm and left with the St. Timothy's cross under his coat.
It will be a lot. In the name of the Father, Son, and the Holy Ghost.
So you got away with St. Timothy's cross.
A minor act of transubstitution. Excuse me. Are you by any way related to Raja Bahadur Singh?
Yes, I am. I am Kumar. S.S. Kumar. Until today, I thought I was a first-rate thief and the sharpest of all Bombay sharpies. But hell, I've been playing in the amateur league all my life. I never knew it.
We are gratified by your admiration, Mr. Kumar. But to force your way into my house, in the guise of someone else, is deplorable behavior.
Well, Sir John, if you want to deplore me, I have got the reasons right here.
You came here to steal cufflinks?
That's me, the link stealer. I sneak in here to grab some easy pickings and find myself stealing from the 4 best thieves in the world.
Sebonia.
Your servants are marvelous, Sir John. Where did you get them?
Where I get most of my other possessions.
You mean you stole them?
Among several hundred prisoners condemned to death by a rival chief. I managed to slip 45 of them.
Bondsman.
Dr. Bakari, I am not Abraham Lincoln. I saved these men's life, and therefore they consider themselves my bondsmen.
Bondsman is merely a polite term for slave.
Right, sir.
Sir John must not be upset.
Look, young lady, you have been blinded by the glitter.
He is dying.
That's all right, Miss Enders. The sooner I face the facts, the more I shall enjoy the next few weeks. You see, Dr. Bakari, these men will soon be free.
They will also have ownership of the island. I've been witness to the papers.
What is the diagnosis?
I really don't think I should go into details. Well, Sir John had peptic ulcers for years, but he ignored them. Last month he was having regular pains, so I had a doctor come in for a checkup. We thought it may be gastric ulcers, but the pains continued to grow worse, and so I had specialists from Bombay flown in. Since Sir John rarely leaves the island, we had the equipment brought here. After days of testing, what we thought was a gastric ulcer wasn't a gastric ulcer at all. It was, in fact...
Cancer.
Rahim, Parvatigar. Rahim.
What about surgery?
The odds are such that even Romeo wouldn't bet on it.
Oh, please, Sir John.
So now you know why I have asked you all here. Miss Enders is, of course, provided for, as are indeed my servants. However, there is one possession that I am concerned about. I have it.
I knew it was you, Sir John.
Oh, I must say, no one else could have done it, Sir John.
May I ask a stupid question?
The Shalimar ruby, Mr. Kumar.
The Shalimar ruby, Mr. Kumar. The largest single gem in the world. 1,214 carats. The market price, $135 million. The greatest theft of my career. And I think, Dr. Bakari, you will agree that it would be a sacrilege to allow the ruby to pass into undeserving hands.
Sacrilege of the highest order.
Then surely, no one is more deserving than one of you four. In a few weeks after I've gone, the title of the greatest thief will belong to one of you.
Columbus asks, whom have you chosen?
Well, the one who succeeds in stealing the ruby, of course. You see, Dr. Bakari, when the ruby came into my possession, I had to take precautions to prevent it being stolen.
Not too close to that pot.
What is in it?
I don't know, but it's dangerous.
What happens if I touch it?
You don't have to touch it. Your body heat is sufficient to trigger it off. Pass your hand near it, Colonel Columbus. Go ahead, it's quite all right. Thank you, Doggo. Just a demonstration.
Voila. The Lisbon Museum.
Exactly. But actually, the device was first used on a bank raid in Prague. But Lisbon was a classical example. Left of this column. All right. That's it. Left, keep in center. Between these two columns. Sheila, right in the middle.
What's under the floor? Mines?
No pressure alarm.
Precious.
Stay on the side.
Whoa.
Now, sharp left. Now, forward slowly. Stop. Now, forward.
Awesome. It gleams with virility.
Oh, 1,214.6 metric carats.
Voila. Now we know why heathens worship the ruby.
Columbus says it's both Madonna and whore. Where did you pluck this plum, Sir John?
Its origins, Mr. Kumar, are unknown. It first appeared in the possession of Alexander the Great when he invaded India in 300 BC. For 1,000 years, Mr. Kumar, nobody knew the whereabouts of the stone. Until one day, it was found in the Shalimar Gardens in the Mughal era. Seized from the Mughals by the Portuguese in 1756, and seized from the Portuguese by the British in 1796.
And captured from the British by Colonel Columbus's great-grandfather under the orders of Tipu Sultan.
And again for 100 years, no one knew the whereabouts of this stone until it was discovered in the private collection of San Francisco billionaire George Lunt.
And seized from George Lunt by myself. And now,
Bravo.
it can be seized by one of you in the near future. That is, if you want to compete. You've seen that there are certain risks involved.
In other words, the object is to get the ruby and run. Away!
Shame on you, you greedy man.
You shut up! Away! All of you, hands up! Away from here!
Oh, marvelous, Romeo. Very resourceful.
To business, Sir John.
I quite agree. But I wouldn't like to see that space between your eyes punctured by a bullet and a guard across the room.
Allow me to present you this token, Sir John. It's a priceless dagger, fashioned in the 13th century. Personal weapon of Turkish sultans for 300 years.
It's very thoughtful of you, Romeo. Thank you very much.
Take a deep breath and hold it. Fine, that's terrific.
My friend, Mr. Kumar, wants to join the competition, although he wasn't originally invited.
Oh, but he's an amateur.
He has about as much chance as a mouse on a mink farm.
Then it's my funeral. What have you got to lose?
Well, let's vote. Columbus? One for Kumar. Romeo?
No, I don't think he should be allowed.
1 for, 1 against. Countess?
Could be quite amusing. Yes.
All right, 2 for, 1 against. Doctor? I'm sorry, Kumar, it's a deadlock.
What can I do for you, Mr. Kumar?
Is this a mine detector?
You should know. You were in the Indian Army.
Yeah, but they never gave us this mini one. 2 years ago, I did you a favor. You were a butler then. Or said you were.
La hawla wa la quwwat. I've been a man of God for 40 years, Mr. Kumar.
No, not in that Taj Hotel.
Ah, yes. I caught you rifling a safe and you pleaded with me not to turn you in, huh? I was quite magnanimous, I think. Let you off with a warning.
And then you rifled the safe yourself after I saved you the trouble of cracking it.
But you can hardly blame me for that. After all, it was you who mistook me for the butler. I wanted to split with you. But then I figured that if one thief couldn't recognize another when he saw one, he didn't deserve a split.
Recognizing other thieves doesn't seem to be my strong point. I thought the four of you were high society.
All of them think so, my son. That's why we are so successful.
Then why are you afraid of me?
You will now draw lots. Pick a card to determine the order of your individual attempts.
Who do I owe thanks to?
God.
One cardinal rule, no collaborating. Collaborators will be disqualified immediately.
Oh, my.
Bravo, bravo. You're really a genius, Sir John.
Oh, I see him. I see him. Oh, you fortunate man. You've won your bet. His leg is fine. And Kumari is on the roof.
Sir John, you're not going to inform your guards.
Obviously not. Columbus made his preparations and he must have a free hand. Even if he were to steal the ruby, I wouldn't raise a finger. Except to turn the control knob and zoom in for a last nostalgic look.
The alarm, you brave man. Don't forget the alarm.
Mashallah.
Cannelloni.
Wallah.
Bravo, Columbus. Well done.
Oh, I wish I had drawn number one.
The beam, my dear Cannelloni. The electronic beam.
I'm sure Colonel Columbus has seen a beam before in his lifetime, Countess. from somewhere in that room.